Anthony in Canada wants to know about your boots. How did you?
My boots?
Yeah, how did you break in your boots?
Yeah.
My boots got broken in on a Sunday afternoon. Neil McDonough. I was going to start going back into character names. Neil McDonough, myself. Did Richie Spade do that? I don't think so. Ron Livingston, James Matteo, and myself. I might be missing someone. I think that was the core four, the Fab Four, as they called them. Neil, me, and Jimmy were small, medium, and large. And so Ron was thrown in there as also the other the other large. And then we took the boots. We took the boots and we put them in the tub and we soaked them in water. And then we put the boots on, soaking wet, and ran for maybe 3 miles, maybe 4 miles. That's how you break in your boots, I'm told.
Yes, that's exactly how you break in your boots.
And all I can say is it's also how you break in your liver in London, because we ran directly to a pub with wet boots and had 6 pints each. We said, boy, this sucks. My feet are killing me. And what if we just stand at a bar for an hour and a half? Does that count for running? So we got it mostly right, and then added beer. There was lots of painful things that had to be done in order to get comfortable.
Speaking of the comfort, you mentioned you roomed with Cudlitz. Does he snore like a chainsaw? I can only imagine he does.
Actually, Mike's a pretty sound sleeper. I have a good Michael sleeping story. We were out on patrol. We were guarding we were patrolling a house on guard for a German attack. So we were sleeping in shifts, and Michael had done everything, man. He hands me a hot cup of coffee. The worst rainy day, worst whatever, he would hijack a coffee, bring it over, and go, hot coffee. I would be out of smokes. Mike would come up and go, boom, smoke. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Mikey always he always kind of gave me a pat on the back. Mike's from Jersey too. So, although I don't know if he publicly admits that, so I just outed Mike as a public.
Guido to Guido.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Mike, what's going on? So anyway, we get there and always looking out for you. So we're on patrol, we're doing our thing, we're in our shifts, and Mikey falls asleep. Now, let me tell you something. There's not a lot of sleeping going on, period. But Mikey really fell asleep. I don't know if there was a blanket or whatever, or that there was just all of us together, or the stress of the 8th day, or whatever it was. Mikey went to sleep. So when it was his turn for patrol, I couldn't do it. Like, I kicked him a couple of times, and I was with Donnie. And Donnie was like, all right, my shift's up. I'm waking up, and I forget who he was waking up. I think it might actually have been a British kid, an essay, special abilities guy that we were in training with. And my responsibility was to get Bull up. And so I kicked him a few times, and then just went so soundly back to sleep that I honestly didn't have the heart to wake him up. And I stayed on guard. And I think I made the last 45 minutes of my on guard may have been sleeping on the edge of a windowsill, not really guarding much of anything at all. But I just couldn't do it to the poor dude. And I think there may have been some snoring inside of that particular sleep session. But that's my Mike sleeping story. I just felt so damn bad, because you know when you get that sleep and it's only like 2.5 hours or 3 hours of that.
Oh, yeah.
Sucks to be woken up then. Yeah. But if you get that 6 hours or 6.5 hours, man, you kind of feel like you might be all right. And I just wanted to give him that. Aww. And the next day was hell for me. But he came to my rescue a couple times, so it all evened out.
Absolutely. Now, about your boots, do you still have them?
Which ones?
Your boots, your
hell yeah, of course I do.
Okay. Did you steal anything else from the set?
I have a M1 clip that is in my office. I'm in my office right now. I have an M1 clip. I have my knife case. I have a bunch of uniforms. Is production on the line?
What? Wait. You said a bunch of uniforms?
I have a few uniforms. I think I have my Class A's, and I think I have some boot camp gear. You know, like just wouldn't be standard issue. Would be modified.
Well, Nolan Hemmings got away with everything but his weapon.
He got away with everything but his weapon.
Yeah, he put a trench coat on after one day of shooting and walked off.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier though for Nolan because he's only going down the road. I had to get on a plane. I had to go on a jet across the pond. Hey, let me tell you something. I got in. My luggage, my carry-on had a bunch of crap like blanks, like clips.
Wow. We should grade this like figure skating, like level of difficulty and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Like I would be willing to really.
I would think that Rick would be
like
the
re-identify
top of the list.
who got
Absolutely.
away with more. Based on
I got a bunch of stuff. I also Tom was taking a nap one afternoon and I cut a piece of his hair off. That's a little weird.
No, you didn't.
Shut
No,
up.
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't do that. How great would that be, though?
That would be kind of cool.
I have Castaway beard trimmings on eBay.
Now, one of the biggest parts of our interviews that the fans love so much to hear about are the pranks.
Yes.
And with your character, as well as being close to Jimmy on and off screen, let's hear some of your shenanigans.
You know what? I honestly I think someone would have to come back at it from my angle. I only remember what other people did. And I don't, this isn't meant as a cop-out, but I honestly only remember some of the funniest shit that other guys did.
All right.
And I can sell Jimmy Matteo down the river. And I don't know if anyone's told this story at all, but it is borderline where someone might have to be institutionalized into a mental facility for doing this.
Let's hear that one then.
Okay, but hold on a second.
All right.
If I tell this and Jimmy comes back and hits even lower, you're talking about a war of epic proportions right now. Do you see what I'm saying? If I tell this
let's
story,
think.
Well, now we might have.
Jimmy comes back and goes, oh, he wanted to go to that story. Then how about this story for Rick? Then all of a sudden we're in a war that there is no end to. I would be shocked if you've heard this story.
Okay.
But you may have, because you've talked to a lot of guys for a lot of hours. But did you hear the Jimmy and the trailer bathroom story?
Yes.
Oh, you've already heard that?
Yes. Yeah, and we have another caller calling in. Hang on a second. Thank you for calling Black Sky Radio. Nightmare here, Miss Jenna, and, of course, Rick Gomez. How are you doing, sir?
Oh,
Gomez.
Okay. Yes. Oh, no! Mikey!
Boom.
Mikey, help me, because, Mike, I'm about to tell bad stories about people, Mike.
I know, they get you on there, and after about 20 minutes, you realize, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Do you think
baby.
Tom Hanks' hair clippings was out of line? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, I didn't hear. Somebody on Twitter said that they wanted me to come on and bust your balls, so here I am.
Dude, I was about to, but it's so good to hear your voice, and I've missed you a ton. And I've been talking about you a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
All in a horrible light.
No.
That's all right. Have you banged Jenny yet?
Michael!
What?
Is it? No, is this on? We're live.
You
Oh,
rat.
God.
When I come to this LA jump,
no.
I'm going to be in LA for the jump, Mr. Cudlitz. I'm going to get you, okay? You hear me?
Oh, sweetheart, I'm going to be in LA for your jump.
I was supposed to bust out the story about Matteo smashing it up in everybody's trailers.
Do it, because they've gotten a couple different versions of it.
I got the truth. I got the truth.
Jimmy tried to quote unquote set the record straight.
Oh yeah, right.
So
Okay.
I think you should take it. But I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna jump off now. I just wanted to say, hey, do your thing, brother. Miss you, and I will talk to you soon.
I love you, Michael. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
All right, Michael. Thanks a lot, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dude, it's so great that we live in a world that I'm completely unconnected to, where people can tweet and Facebook shit and instantly be talking to me on some internet connection radio thing. I don't know where the hell. I literally have a ham radio that I try to talk to dead people on.
Shut up.
I don't even know. I like they have this thing called the television set.
Shut up.
I just bought one of those. I'm not connected at all. Like the fact that Mike's like, yeah, someone tweeted me and I jumped on the call and figured, hey, what the F? I'll just jump off my tweets into my tweet. What's he talking about? Like, what is he, 14? I mean, geez, what is he, at the mall shopping for fucking croquettes?